400 horsepower. It's kind of the magic number. Once you're in the 400 club, you know you got access to incredible sounds, serious performance, and insane speed. While Trav's gonna tell you that the cheapest way to get 400 horsepower is to pick up an old GTI, then throw on a tune and upgrade the turbo, that requires tools, brains, and time. What if you're not a mechanic and you want all that power? Very good news, because today on Idealist, I've got 8 of the cheapest cars with 400 horsepower right from the factory, ranging from right around 7 grand up to about 20K. So whatever your budget is, well, we got you covered. We found all these cars on AutoTempest, and so can you. I'll link to all of them down in the description below, and go find your ideal car. I'm Brad, this is Idealist, let's go. This car is the epitome of American muscle. Under the hood, the SRT8 is packing some serious heat. It's powered by a 6.1-liter Hemi V8 engine that's just waiting to unleash all 425 horses. That's enough power to drag a Volt around Rio. This car makes the sprint to 60 in a jaw-dropping 4.9 seconds. It's a straight-line rocket that'll have you glued to your seat. And if you find yourself on the quarter mile, well, you can expect to cross the finish line in just over 13. Now, the 08 Dodge SRT8 is a true muscle car, and it's a masterpiece. It's loud, it's proud, and it demands your attention. And when you can buy one for only $7,500, it's too ideal of a buy to ignore. The only thing more American than the Charger is our next pick. There is a reason that Ford Mustang is the American icon, and that 2014 GT is ready to prove it. Under the hood, you'll find a 5-liter V8 that's ready to party, pumping out 420 horsepower. Hell yeah, brother. And it's not just about the raw power. The Mustang GT is a corner carving champ, thanks to its track-ready suspension, performance brakes, and limited slip diff. It handles curves like a boss, leaving tire marks in its wake, and 60 comes in just 4.6 seconds. The best part is that you'll have the sweetest V8 soundtrack playing wherever you go. And when you consider the era of the naturally aspirated American V8 is coming to a close, I think it's a steal for just 9 grand. But come here. You want to know if there's anything other than American V8s on this list? Well, how about a German V12? If you want power and luxury, you can't beat Mercedes-Benz. With the twin-turbo V12 under the hood, pumping out 493 ponies, and a face-melting 590 foot-pounds of torque in stock tune, you'll feel like you're piloting a private jet on the roads. And with its airmatic suspension, you won't experience any turbulence on your flight. Drive. This luxury sedan taxis to 60 in just a hair over 4 seconds, and can turn its rear tires into a smoking pile of rubber in about as long as it will take you to figure out how to turn off the traction control. This thing is the most powerful car feature today, and it's one of the cheapest when you can buy one for less than 10 grand. Although a V12 Benz for the cheap is probably gonna need some serious coin to keep it up on the road. But you can't talk Mercedes without bringing up AMG, can we? The E55 AMG is a German masterpiece that combines opulence, performance, and style in a way that's gonna leave you breathless. Whew. It's a sedan that's both refined and ferocious. You'll be treated to luxury and refinement every time you hop into the plush leather seats. And you're gonna be rewarded with extreme performance every time you step on the gas, since that 5.4-liter supercharged V8 is ripping 469 horsepower straight to the rear wheels. With its sport-tuned suspension, responsive steering, and performance brakes, this Merc is equal parts luxury sedan and track demon. Okay, maybe not track demon, a little bit of a stretch. But if you find yourself on the Autobahn or an open country road, well, there's probably not a better car for the money to choose as your weapon. This car can be yours for just 11 grand. Now, how about we head back to Freedomland for another blend of luxury? Muscle and lux. Never mind. The Chrysler 300 SRT8 blends Chrysler's best luxury features with Dodge's love of big honkin' Hemis. This thing is basically a Dodge Charger wearing a tuxedo. The 300C SRT8 is powered by the same monstrous 6.1-liter Hemi V8 that's about as subtle as a sledgehammer to the face. It churns out 425 horsepower and 420 foot-pounds of torque. Seriously, this car is a unique American muscle machine. And it'll be a great sleeper because other than you and all your friends that you tell to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, no one even knows that they exist. It's the type of car that'll make you proud to say that it was imported from Detroit, and they can be had for as little as $12,000. Oh, and real quick, shout out to the SRT Magnum. It's a 300 and ultimate dad form. The Corvette has pretty much always been a performance bargain. It's got serious muscle car power in a package that's also happy to eat corners and tear up the track. Right now, the most ideal Corvette to buy might just be the C6. Beneath the sculpted hood lies a 6-liter LS V8 that unleashes at least 400 horsepower, catapulting the Corvette from 0 to 60 in a fraction over 4. It's perfectly trackable, extremely tunable, and it's honestly really dailyable. And you're gonna wanna drive this thing every single day because that V8 engine emits a growl that's more addictive than sugar-free Red Bull. And if you're a fan of the Chevy bow tie, you're gonna love this next pick. Okay, the Camaro is the underdog of the American muscle movement. It's always lived in the shadow of the Mustang, the Mopar Madmen, and even its own stablemate, the Corvette. But that also means it's always been a better value than the rest of the American V8 muscle cars. And the 5th Gen SS model packs an LS engine plucked straight from the Corvette. So you get 426 horses on tap in a sub 5 second 0 to 60. And while you can find a 300 horsepower plus Camaro for under 10 grand, you'll have to pony up just a little bit more to the SS model to get into the 400 club. And while that doesn't suck, what does suck is trying to fit 4 adults in a Camaro. Luckily, this honorable mention will easily fit 4 and all your baggage. The Cayenne Turbo packs a 4.5-liter twin-turbocharged V8 under the hood, and it's a symphony of power and performance. With 450 horsepower on tap and enough torque to pull a mountain, this SUV can launch from 60 in around 5 seconds. It's a family hauler with the heart of a sports car, ready to take on any challenge you can throw its way. There's even enough aftermarket support to turn it into a fast and capable off-roader. And for only 8 grand, it's one of the cheapest cars on this list. But if you actually buy one of these for less than 10 or so grand, you better hope that you're handy with a wrench because it's likely gonna need, well, a lot of work. Porsche parts, well, they ain't cheap. And this one is also an honorable mention because, well, of a technicality. It has 394 horses instead of 400. But those 394 Bavarian ponies roaring from a glorious individual throttle body motorsports grade V8, if you looked up German drift missile in the dictionary, this car would be it. It loves going sideways, plus it's one of the last BMWs from the era of analog cars, where you can really feel all the inputs without electronics and aids getting in the way. Unfortunately, prices for decent examples are on the up, and with it being a BMW and all, maintenance will cost more too. But that's the price that you're gonna pay for the ultimate driving machine. Okay, now, if you grew up like me, you probably slept on Cadillac for most of your life. I never wanted Cadillac Hot Wheels, or I never drove a Cadillac in a video game. And I definitely never looked twice when I saw one on the streets. And you know what? Cadillac realized that they lost the attention of a generation, so they changed their ways and started making killer enthusiast cars that too many of us sleep on. The STS-V is one of them. It's a supercharged V8, good for 469 horsepower. It's a sub 5 second 0 to 60 with a stiffened chassis, tighter steering ratio, and torque for days. It's just at home on a Cannonball run as it is in your driveway. And while the CTS-V is a smaller, more performance-oriented, track-focused model, the STS-V is a modern luxury hot rod. And it helped announce to the world that Cadillac is back and means business. Heck, did you know that Cadillac just got on the podium at the 24 Hour of Le Mans? Yeah, well, never mind. Just go buy the STS-V for less than 20K. I know it's the most expensive car on this list, but these puppies are poised to appreciate in value. So treat it as an investment you can also shred down the highway. And with that, which one is your favorite ideal car on this list? Let us know down in the comments below. Also, go check out this Ideal story up here or whatever YouTube thinks that you should watch next. Thanks for watching, guys. My name's Brad. This is Ideal. Please subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and promise me one thing. Keep living the ideal lifestyle.